Hey guys, and welcome to Spintires, and also the first episode of what's going to be the new series. Uh, I decided to call it Mapgrinder because that this is about is I'm going to grind maps in Spintires, the original game, and in Mudrunner. Uh, Now that everyone is playing SnowRunner as a movement of resistance, or as a as trying to start a movement of resistance. I'm playing on Steam with these old games, and the first one is going to be the Canyon. That was a free DLC for the original Spintires that I have for some time now, but never actually got around to play. Yeah, so we have our starting vehicles, the B131 and the E167. These were coming with the DLC, so let's check them out. Um, Now, to be fair and honest, I really don't see the point of this particular vehicle because it's not like it could carry anything, and not like it would have actually meaningful. Um, let's go with the default wheels just for funsies. Any meaningful use, like it's not that it carries, like, I don't know, repair points or something. Um, it's not particularly strong and resilient. Okay, it's got tons of fuel, so that means we won't get out of fuel that easily. But that's just for this one, and yeah, let's take a peek at the map. What do we see? Well, not much. We have one objective, that's awesome. 2 garages to be unlocked, and well, from what I see, 2 places where we can pick up lumber. So why menu? Oh yeah, because I wanna. Okay, bad habits are bad habits. You know, guys, in farm sim, that regularly happens. I tend to mix up controls. Like in farm sim, you get to the minimap with escape. Now it goes like a second nature that in this one I use M. Actually, it's bound to M with me. But for some reason, I also wanna quit with escape still, and it doesn't do that. For some reasons, I have to use M. Anyway, let's fire this bad boy up. Then go ahead. Now, it states that diff lock is always on, but then there's no mention of any kind of all-wheel drive. So I don't know what's the situation with that. We'll see how maneuverable this bad boy is. Hold on. Let's shift to low gear max. I know that things like this existed in real life, um, and probably they were something or other 167, because usually the numbers or the numerical parts of the names are kept by the makers of the game, albeit they model real life vehicles, but they are dancing on the border of actually copying real life games. They just strongly similar, not accurate likenesses, because to that, you know, you need licensing, and actually getting licensing for ex-Soviet hardware is a garden tool, let's put it this way. But the garden tool with the bee, or the female dog, yes, that's more close. So, and the reason to that is that most of those vehicles are owned, or those companies and trademarks are owned by Western companies nowadays, and those Western companies want to push their own trademarks, especially in the European and American market. So the Western. Okay, where are we and what happened? Some general direction would be nice. Oh well. How do we look like? You know what? Let's just be dumb, and I will go this way. We'll see. Oh, okay. So the scenery looks interesting. That over there is definitely like a river or something. Now I don't think we can take this turn. That actually looks. Oh, dude. Okay, we did it. I think I will spiral down here. It's going to be like my life, downward spiral. Except my life goes to an eternal abyss, and this is not that bad. If there is one thing for sure, the part where I'm actually going to finish out this map is pretty secure, because the B131 that is strongly similar to a ZIL 131 is actually good for that purpose. It's a or that is a vehicle that is absolutely comparable to the C4320, the Ural in the game. Let's check out where we are now. Okay, so we came like this way, and now we're crossing the river, because that's something we can do. Now this is going to be a slow-moving series, just like the game itself. I mean, I was thinking, and I came to the decision that it's absolutely pointless to turn this game into fast-paced videos, because I was on the verge of doing that just for the fun of it. But no, for the most part I'm playing slow-paced games on this channel, because I'm a slow person. Generally. Life tends to go past me. Okay, there is a house over there, but that doesn't mean anything. That's just a that's just a simple object to make the map look good. Oh, there are actually several houses. It's like a village. There are shrooms. Overall, this guy is pretty good for a fairly oversized scout. Oh, there's a cloaking over there. I'm definitely gonna get it, because that at least is going to be something to help me. If I was sitting in an A 429, I think that's the number of the UAS, then I would definitely go for the cloaking from this side. But with this one I tried to find a bigger opening, and looks like we have one. Is that another crossing? It is another crossing, positively. Yes. Generally, I think this is a map that is fairly larger than the ones in game by default. Whereas the Chernobyl DLC map is more comparable to the. Hold on, I'm pushing the. So it's comparable to the basic in-game maps, and so is the Aftermath DLC, so the two paid DLC maps. And for some reason this free one seems to be a bit bigger. Or is it? It's there. Oh, it's another garage. And 4310. What's a 4310? So I was checking why Pamach is so worked up, but because Rob has promised me to deliver the pen drive with his footage of last week's live, but it's definitely not him, so we're fine. It's not my business. Where to go? So that, while it's thrilling to see what it is, it would be thrilling to see what it is. It's definitely not close by, but I think I will go up this way, because here's another cloaking, so that should be good. Oh, hold on, I have parking brakes on. So let's move on. Yeah, because I know I still owe you guys with the highlight video. Practically that's showing the most miserable stuff that both Rob and I did. And then, if all goes well, there is going to be another live. Again on Thursday. We'll see if Rob will be on, because he's got a pretty messed up sleep schedule nowadays. Hope he gets it sorted out and all that. He's going to be okay. Because together, well, what usually goes down in the lives with Rob is that I show him a map that I know by heart, where we are safe. Like You guys may remember that that those weren't live, but we did the planes map together, and then for Christmas special, well, that was not a vanilla map, but that's another thing. That map can be featured on the series again because I never actually got around to finish it for myself. And then we played the flood the other day, and then we played the coast. Yeah, that's the name. Uh, who could remember such names, seriously? So we played the coast, but that was entirely off camera, because that was Rob's first foray into the game. Oh, some stones were rolling down. Also, where are we? Okay, so we're closing in on that cloaking. That's actually, why do I have a way over there? Never mind. Let's not delve on things that we don't know the answer to. Yes, so that was his first foray into the world of Spintires, and I decided I won't be as cruel as to record all that. I mean, one does not simply pick this game up. I remember my first time, and that was in the version that is now known as Spintires uh, 2014. Um, yeah, so that was in Spintires 2014, and my first impression of the game was that, yeah, it's pretty cool, but that's a mouthful, and I will never complete maps and stuff like that. And it was kind of scary, to be honest. So you just have to uh, practically you have to tame the game. So okay, uh, that's more than probably a dead end. Alright, but how do we do on fuel? Actually not that bad. So we come down just for the fun of it. And and turn around, because really there is nothing to see. Except for the fact that we can get lumber from here if we so wish. That I will have to determine. I mean, basically the idea is that right now I remove all the cloakings, work out what's what, and then we can come up with a game plan for the serious task of filling up one lumber mill. This is a curious vehicle, though, one has to admit, because even in automatic, the speed is not really its strong, or going fast is not really its strong suit. So if you're in a hurry, then I would recommend you pick another vehicle. But its definite strong suit is that we burned like almost 70 liters of fuel. Well, no, a little bit more than 60 liters. We're going at 65 actually, and you still barely see it. So let's go ahead and 64 liters, just because it's here. So definitely its strong suit is that it doesn't run out of fuel very easily, and then it's over. Other than that, let's say it's a D535 without the transporting capabilities that that beast has. Yeah. I mean, it's classified as E. That means it's like the biggest and the strongest one. If it was an orc, it was a war boss. But it's not. Okay. We didn't squash the shoes. And it's darkness, and I don't really care about that. So you have to get friendly with the situation that I won't skip daytime or skip the daytime. I stick with what I have. I'm not afraid of the night forest, and actually vision is not that horrible if you do what you do. Obviously I don't like as I stated in the live, I don't like uh, deep wading and long wading operations in the night, because just simply the reason that you don't see the other shore, but like going in a forest, that's okay for me. But crossing a large and angry river, that's no. It's a strong impact. It's dark. Whoa. Hold on. You know what? I might as well go on auto, because it doesn't really matter, especially because it's flat surface. You know, guys, this map is not what I was expecting. It's kinda different. With all of these flat roadways. I mean, there are some mod patches here or there, but not like on the basic maps. That bridge I don't take. I don't like these bridges at all. Oh, hold on, I have brakes now. That means life. Now we have choices to make. Um, think I go this way to the right, because it seems to bump into the next cloaking. Okay, now this is some deep mud, or at least this vehicle struggles. I could imagine that it wouldn't be as horrible if I decided to take the other wheel set, but I didn't. Set the default one will do. But I'm ready to bear the consequences. Okay, I was about to say that the cloaking's supposed to be... Oh, there it is. Okay. It's not that far actually, it's just difficult to measure. Okay, cloaking removed. Let's see. Is it the same garage? No, it's a different one. And actually, reaching this garage would be cool, because then we would have a day for 69. It's 69 Lamau, not 29. Alright. See what's... okay, that's definitely not a crossing point. That's... in fact... it's strange because, I mean, who is using this to do Y turns? And what do I know about life for asking stupid questions? There. Alright, let's go ahead. Because we're actually pretty far from working out every single detail of this map. This is an old vehicle that's adding squeaking noises. Some stones are rolling down. You could say they are the Rolling Stones. Whoa. Sorry for that, guys, honestly. Oh, it's trying to undo me. You won't be my undoing, son. In the comment section, I would like to see how convincing you think I am in selling to know what I do, and I absolutely have no idea where am I going and what it's going to end up to be. What's happening? Okay, we're going that way, and we're pretty much at the end of the edge of the map. Now that looks interesting because the fuel is said to be on top of the rocks. Now is there a tunnel of some sorts, or what this could be? Strange. Oh no, that cloaking is definitely at the other side of the river, and that is most probably a detour. I won't backtrack to right now. Hmm. Basically, the best way to go about is to move forward with one single vehicle as long as you can, unopposed. Maybe if you bump into a more favorable one along the way and you feel like it's in good condition enough, then switch to that ride. Like if that UAZ is cool, then I will definitely switch to it because it's much more fitting for the role of a scout compared to an E-class truck. Okay, so we'll learn pretty soon what's the truth. Also, the map is slightly incorrect, and the refuel station is definitely not at the top of the cliffs, and the road is not interrupted by the cliffs. These are some good news indeed. all goes to plan, this road leads us to the US and that garage. Right in the middle of nowhere. Hold on. Let's do it with automatic. Oh, look at this, guys. Quite unintentionally we bumped into cloaking. Okay, let's have a look at the map, because that always helps. Okay, so we're definitely not going towards the, at least from what I can say. That's interesting, because that means that we won't get inside there. And again, we'll see. However, there are quite a number of cloakings for us to take down. That's you could say it's comforting. Hold on. We go this way. Whoa, careful with this stuff. Okay. You could say that I'm getting reckless, but that's because I am. And also taking these turns with this bad boy is not easy, to say the least. That's why getting that US would be cool. So I am gravitating towards that way. Okay, I think there is a... Who said this vehicle can be fast? It can be downhill, but then again, downhill rolling rock is just as fast. Okay, this definitely leads through the supposed rocks that are there. Oh, I have parking brakes on. It didn't really occur to me. Yeah, there's the garage. And the A20. Stop engine and change track. It actually it doesn't have any add-ons, but that's fine. We can make it work nonetheless. Okay. Oh, you need all your little helpers. Also, once you never shift uphill. That's that's rule number 0 of off-roading. Now we can shift. So let's see which way we're going. If everything's correct, this road would take us back this way. This is going to be great when we're coming for this garage in one of the coming episodes. So no, I cannot words. We go where we came from, at least for a while. And then we'll see where it takes us. There is no way of saying how much I love this little beast. This ride knows no obstacles, save for really wide and angry and deep rivers. Those are not for him, but everything else is... Or, sorry, her. Because what Rob is doing now, if it's not clear from our chit chat during the live on last Thursday, he's turning these rides into anime girls. I wonder how that project goes, but I know for a fact that that he's working on something else too for his channel, or for one of his channels. Did I actually come this way? No, I didn't. So now we're in previously unseen areas of the map, unless of course you have played it before and you rode these roads. By all nature's no, by all laws of nature, this vehicle should be buried in this deep mud, but it doesn't get buried. It just digs its way across like a champion. Crazy good. Oh, look at that, guys. Cloaking right up ahead. Okay, cloaking removed. Yeah, as suspected, all sorts of twisting paths and all that. And I think we can actually head this way because that's what we do right now. Also, there is like 1, 2, 3, 4 fueling stations. That's crazy. Okay, hold on. Where's the mouse? Yeah, there we go. Okay, so there is a bridge. Camera movement has become a bit wonky. I don't know if they patched it again or what happened, but for some reason I remember that ever since they overhauled the game, it was too good to be true. But nowadays, since the Chernobyl DLC, it feels like a bit long. The center of the camera wanders off. That's not no good. Or maybe I could find a setting in the menu that would help sort it out. It's just I don't know, and I'm too lazy to check it. Who knows? Alrighty. I think what's going to happen is that I get this cloaking over here, and then this is it for the present episode. I mean, we've been kind of productive, like tested out that yellow monster, yellow orange monster, yellow, and then we removed a couple of cloakings. The map is starting to reveal itself to us, so we know it's good. Whoa. Okay. I think I'm going the right way, aren't I? I just wanna dig myself out of this thick mud. I can actually check it out. Yeah, the cloaking is definitely this way. Alongside of another lumber yard, or it's not really a lumber yard, it's like a loading point, or how would you call that? Um, and here's the cloaking. Come on, go ahead. Yeah, so okay, let's see what we found. Huh? Um. Okay, so I think we're going to take this route, and if I'm correct, which is absolutely not sure, we're going to end up on this road, and this should, like this, take us to where we want to be. Or not. And then we have to uh, change our ways. Anyways, this has been the very first episode of the very first map grinding. Thank you guys for watching it. If you enjoyed, definitely make sure to like the video. That's hopefully motivational to do the next one. And if you wanna see more, then subscribing is the way to go for you. Other than that, see you guys next time. In the meantime, behave yourselves. Don't buy strangers.